Hi everyone. Okay, I'm going to make something from scratch for you, just so you see the process. This is a great breakfast, it's a great lunch, you can even have it for dinner. It's peppers and eggs. It's an old Italian classic. Italian families everywhere have this on a weekly basis or monthly basis. But anyhow, this is what you do. You start with a pepper, and I have a pepper cutting video. I'll show you, I'm going to do it quickly, okay? But I do demonstrate how to cut a pepper, the easiest way to cut a bell pepper, and I have a video on that. Okay, so we take our pepper, going to pull out the membrane here and make some slices. Okay, knock out those seeds. And for some reason, every time I start to do a video, my cat decides to speak. So anyway, I'm just going to cut some slices. And then for this, I'm going to cut them in halves. Okay. Now you can use 1 or 2 eggs in this. I'm going to use 2 just to show you. And you want to have enough pepper for that. So maybe 1 more slice. You decide how many you want. Okay? Just roughly chop your peppers. Put about a teaspoon, just a touch of olive oil into your pan. Put your heat up. You're using the electric skillet. You put your heat up to about 300. Okay? And put your peppers in. Add a touch of salt, which I didn't put aside here. Where is my salt? Okay, I'll use this. This is just, I usually use the Himalayan, just a touch. That's a speck. Might look like more on video. Okay, and we're going to heat that up. Yeah, it looks good. I'm going to add 1 more slice. I like a lot of peppers tonight. So you just put as many peppers as you want in. Okay? Let that heat up. These are going to cook. They have just a touch of salt on them, just to bring out some flavor. We don't use a lot of salt in this either. Okay? Now, I'm going to cover those peppers while I prepare the eggs. All right, now, like I say, you can use 1 or 2 eggs, and I'm using 2. So we're going to just put them in a bowl, and I hope you can see this. That's been my biggest problem, is making sure I can video the whole thing, so you can see everything I'm doing. All right, so I have 2 eggs, and yeah, let's see. I forgot my fork. Let me get a fork. And along with the 2 eggs, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of grated Parmesan or Romano. Okay, now I have just a tablespoon here, so I'm just going to take 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, in case you don't know. So I'm going to take 1/3 of a tablespoon here, and I'm going to add that into the eggs. And that's your salt. That acts as your salt, and it also flavors it up. Okay? while these peppers are heating up. You're going to take some 1 or 2% milk or skimmed milk, and that's why I have the tablespoon. You're going to put a tablespoon of milk. And you might need a little bit more, which I think I do. Okay? So you go by, judge how it looks right to you. And then you'll eventually get it right. Okay. So you mix that up, and you're going to prepare that to go in with the eggs to go in with the peppers once they're ready. I'm just doing this quick video because I want you to have some breakfast that you can make for yourself, or a quick lunch, or if you don't have anything in your house or apartment, you can quickly make something that's real tasty, healthy, So that's why I'm doing this. And I want you to see what I'm doing so you can see all the mistakes that I make. And also, you'll realize, let's see now, my heat's up too high. I had it a little over 300 and I started to burn my pepper. Okay. So, and I think I need a little bit more olive oil, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Just a touch though, because you don't want it to be greasy. Growing up in an Italian family, sometimes they use too much olive oil, and you don't need much. But I actually did accidentally put the heat up too high. So I'll probably redo this at some point, but I want to get this out there for anybody over the weekend. You want something different to make with eggs, do this. But you have to soften these up. It's going to take a few minutes to get those to soften. And I keep messing up every time I pause my camera. When I go to put it back on, it appears that it's starting up and continuing, but it shuts off. So I don't know what's wrong. And I just wanted to make this really briefly, and I'll redo it at another time. Okay, so you can fast forward at this point because I'm just waiting for the peppers to cook and soften. I could have cut them much smaller. When your timing and size of your vegetables and meat matter when you're cooking. And so if you want something to cook really quickly, you can cut it really small. And, so these are large chunks, but I like chunks of pepper in mine. So I wasn't thinking. You're going to love this. Just very, very simple. And you'll see this, if you go to sub shops. I don't know, I'm on the East Coast. I don't know if they call them sub shops in your neighborhood. They might call them Heroes, Hoagies. There's so many different names, but they will have peppers and eggs on most of the menus, and it's a healthy choice for lunch. So, you might want to try that too. The bread might not be so healthy, but the peppers and eggs, it's healthier than cold cut sandwiches for you, You want to try to limit how many cold cuts you eat in a week. Maybe one sandwich, that's all. If you can make it one or two sandwiches in a month, that's even better. Okay, so what I have here are some multi-grain rolls. And these are, always look at the back, these are 190 calories per roll. And that's pretty reasonable. And they're really good. They have a lot in them. And they have 5 hearty grains. So this is what you want to look for to make sandwiches, something like this. Really healthy. And this is what we're going to put our peppers and eggs on. Okay, so this is 190 calories. While the peppers are cooking, I'll go over the calories with you so you know what you're eating. Um, the eggs are 70 calories each. You have a splash of 1% milk, which is, you know, probably 10 calories. And then you have the Parmesan cheese, which might be 20 calories. So you 140 for the eggs, 20, 30, that's 170, 190, 260, 360 calories. And the peppers, probably 20 to about, you know, so say 385, maybe 390. You have the olive oil as well, 40. So you're up around a little over 400 calories. There's 40 calories to a teaspoon of olive oil, 120 calories to a tablespoon. So it's a little over 400 calories for this, okay? And of course, if you cut down on the egg or you get different rolls or whatever, then, you know, but this is very reasonable for breakfast. It's huge. It's really comforting. It fills you up, and it is really well balanced with vegetable, the egg, and the whole grains. Breakfast or lunch, this is a great, quick thing to make. I think I put the heat down too much now. Okay, I've had a long day, but I want you to, that's why I'm making this for myself. This is actually my dinner. And I did burn the peppers. You don't want to burn the peppers. But these need another minute or so. Okay, so what else can I tell you while we wait? About calories. And men, as you know, I have started this channel up for you. And a lot of you are living on your own, or you have, you know, your wife doesn't know how to cook, and you're ordering in all the time. Your girlfriend doesn't know how to cook, because a lot of women don't know how to cook. So this is for women as well. But I really want to focus on men. You need to be able to cook at least 5 days a week. Think of it this way. You want to make 5 dinners a week for yourself. And I'm trying to get videos out, even though they're terribly made, and I know that. They're comical. I laugh at them. And feel free to laugh. But the food is well balanced, you know, nutritious food that you can eat. And I'm giving you the calorie count so that you can estimate what you should be eating. Now, the average man should be eating 2,500 calories a day. If you are extremely athletic, you have a, you know, then you may have to eat a little bit more, maybe a few hundred more calories a day. If you're trying to lose weight, you want to go down to about 2,100, maybe 2,000. But I would say you can comfortably lose weight at 2,100. You know, 2,000. That's pretty low for a guy. You need to eat. And, you know, you need food, proteins and grains and all of these, you know, nutrients, so that your muscles stay strong and your body functions properly. So you really need to balance your diet. And my goal here with this channel is to balance the meals out for you and not spend so much time talking as I am right now, but to let you know, you have someone here in your corner that can show you how to cook. Even though I've burnt my peppers, I actually have been cooking for many years, and I really know how to cook. So, and I know how to cook quick things. So that's why I started this channel. We're cooking everything in one pan, and I have the electric skillet because that's really easy. You can look at the temperature you want. Just put the skillet on and make what it is you want to make in one pan. So all the meals that I put together are going to be done in this pan. And I have a bunch of side dishes you can bring or use for barbecue. There's a number of them on my site right now. And then I have only a handful of recipes, but I will be putting up the recipes ASAP, okay? So this is just a lunch for you, nice, easy, and breakfast. It's actually best as a breakfast, but it is to be used as a lunch as well. And we're doing the peppers, and now I'm going to put in the eggs and scramble them in. And when you add milk, you get a little bit fluffier egg. So now remember that it has a little milk, it has a little Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon. And you just want to fold your eggs over, just keep them moving, don't burn them. You want them to, they cook up very quickly. So just, I hope you see all this. So just fold and keep them nice and light, keep them from getting burned. If you see any part of the egg that doesn't look cooked, just flip it over. They cook up very quickly, and you're done. That's your pepper and egg. Very, very simple. Okay, it's all done. Yep. The egg tends to keep cooking once you shut off the heat. So shut off the heat. Now you can have your bun toasted, you can use bread, whatever. I'm just using untoasted bun. And it's a really pretty big sandwich with 2 eggs. I mean, you can easily do 1 egg, but I like 2 eggs when I'm really hungry. And it fills you up. It's well balanced, it's quick, it's easy, and it's really tasty. Just that touch of Parmesan cheese adds that real special flavor. And there you have it, you know. I keep a fork on the side so I can have extra peppers. And you have a nice pepper and egg sandwich. Okay, so give this a try. It's really good. And even if your peppers burn a little, they're still going to be really tasty. Just make sure they're cooked. Okay? God bless. Have a great pepper and egg sandwich. Okay. See you in the next one.